Okay, welcome back everyone. We're in with our dimorphs and we're just gonna go have a peek at what these eggs are doing. So we don't have a bunch of them just yet, but that's fine because all we really need to start off is basically a male with her stats and then we can get a move on. So yeah, we're gonna, let me see. I don't really like the wood floors for this, to be fair, but it's fine. We'll just sort of make something work. I kind of want to say, sort of right over here. Yeah. It doesn't have to look pretty. And these are also the superstructures torches, so you don't have to fill them with wood so that they'll burn, because the other ones are, it's basically, unless you constantly keep an eye on them, they just kind of burn off and stop. So what I'm turning off there when I do that is just sort of, they will only come on at night, usually is the way it is, the auto on and off. So, don't need that one. Oh, but yeah, they only turn on at night and then turn off during the day, usually is how they work. But so I was just turning that off so that I can turn them on and off myself for breeding purposes. So we're gonna go through this. I think some of them, oh, there's just the one that was, okay. So then we're gonna drop these one at a time because they're so tiny. I just have to make sure I can see them. And turn this on. It's level 206 male. Does it have what we want, though? It does not have the stats we want. So, that just means automatic demise, unfortunately. This is where the game gets kind of ruthless. So. But yeah, it's sort of just how it is. No, see, we're looking for that 32, 34, 28, and we don't have that 34. And I don't know if you noticed that this one was twins, so gotta make sure to find both of them. Sometimes there's triplets in eggs, twins and triplets. It's always nice if you can do that when there's actually stats you want. But so far it doesn't look like we're getting the stats we want. But that's fine. They're all coming out as the 206s though, so I mean. So there's something right. I think for these ones, my starting point is gonna be 148, I think I've written down. So yeah, this is this is the harsh part of ARC, and like I say, usually I would do multiple at once, but because it's the dimorphs and they're so small, I'm gonna do them one at a time, just so I can see what's happening. Because otherwise there may be a problem. See, we're still not getting them. Not quite. I don't think I took them off breeding either. I think they're just sort of on. Alright. And that's the thing too, is that I want a male with those stats. Because then I can breed it with the other two females and get punched in with those lower stats. This may not work. At least not in this batch. And if that is the case, then I'll basically bring you back when it does happen. There's only one in this one, right? Yeah, there's nothing else moving around. Okay. 2 more tries. Oh. No. See, it's... Do-do-do. Last one's the charm? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. It's a female either way. Can't reach you. Can I go through here? No. Get over here. Fine. Do it this way. And you'll start running. Are you gonna incubate? Yep. There, now you're running. Alright. That's fine. So, yeah, that's at least part of it. I'll bring you back again when we have some more, because I kind of don't. Well, okay, we'll try this one. See what happens with this one, and then I'll leave it for a little bit. Nope. It is a male, but nope. It's so funny that this doesn't like damage your own structures too, because there. Yeah, okay. I'll bring you back when more is actually happening. Alright, here we are again. I have about 20 some such eggs this time, and I've just been doing some grinding in the meantime for my next build. But here we go, let's see what we get out of these ones. I'll probably speed this part up, I'm not gonna lie. So. Is this the one that we want? I think so. Let's see, because we want 32, 34, 28. Yeah, this is the one. This is the male. Let's see. This one's also 34, 32, 34, but that's a female, so that's fine. Male. And also female. Okay. Okay, so that was actually the good batch. Alright, this is the one we want. And I'm gonna feed you your brothers and sisters. Because I'm a jerk. So, I like you still. So, where's the baby? It's right there. Okay, so I'm gonna let this guy grow up and then get back to you with some of the other babies to see what's happening. That was quicker than I thought. Alright, be right back. Just kidding. So I went and hatched all the other eggs and we have a color mutation here. So I'm gonna keep that just for the sake of it. I don't think there's any other mutations anywhere else. And there's literally none of them that actually have the same thing, so with the same the stats. So yeah, there's a mutation. Just a little extra tidbit. We can't see any of these things. Okay, is there a way to turn those off? I don't know. It's fine. You can sort of see that she's green. So yeah, we're gonna keep her. Just because I'm gonna keep all my colors for the meantime, because you know, parrots. So, but yes, now I'll be back to you when I've got some more interesting stuff. Be right back again. Alright, welcome back again after a couple of extra mutations. Now I actually have like a much more decent amount of eggs, and I got tired of doing them one at a time, as you probably noticed, so we're doing about I think 3 or 4, sometimes 5 at a time, just to see what we get, because while they are small, they're not like ridiculously small, and I found I can actually keep track of them. So we are still looking for that other dimorph that we need. I forget where exactly I'm at, but it's fine. I have it figured out on this sheet of paper. So yeah, this is kind of just gonna be a lot of extra killing until I get the one that I want. Yeah, I'm gonna probably honestly just speed up most of this, aside from when there is one that I actually want. So yeah, I'll see you back when we find that one, and I'll just shush for a sec. So I found a level 95 male, so I'm gonna switch him out for this, like the level 95 female, and the male I was initially using to breed, because we have all of the low stats we need on him and all of the high stats we need on the one female, the 167 or something, I think she is. So we can just use the 2 of them right now to try and get our level 148s. Of course, right now I'm gonna see if I got anything extra special in the rest of these eggs beforehand. But yeah, we've got a decent male there that we can use in the meantime if these eggs don't work out. So yeah, there's probably going to be some more massacring happening here, but I will fast forward this part. And like I say, I thought I was going to fast forward just shortly before this here, but apparently we found our usable male right then and there. So this time though, I'll fast forward until I find something useful. So I will, yeah, chat again in 2 more seconds, or however long it takes. Alright, so here we are again with not a ton accomplished. We did find there was, what was it, a level 139 or something male that was like almost the exact stats that we wanted. Just missing the proper health. I think its health was like 9 instead of 28. But it ended up being unusable for the breeding portion of this because it had mutations. So, and that's the thing, is that when you're trying to get your proper stats, you don't want mutations in there like starting off, just because then, like, I don't know exactly how it works, but it messes up your mutations for later on. Because usually the way most people do their breeding is you have to get mutated males. Like, once you have your perfect stats on a male and a female, you only swap out the male every time there is a mutation on him. Like, and ideally, of course, the mutation is in health or in melee or so forth. But yeah, in order to stack the mutations properly, you have to basically have them only on the one side, because otherwise then any mutations past like the 24 or whatever that they have on there are void, like they don't actually help you. So, not that it really matters for the dimorphs, because like I'm not like really breeding them to be super beefy, but they are going to help me in caves, so that'll be helpful either way, and also just sort of gives me some experience for... Are you mutated? Yeah, there's like a little bit of green there, but I don't know if I care. But it gives me like more experience for doing it properly, for when I do it with like my Rexes and my berries and stuff, because prior, when I was playing the game, like without recording, I would swap out even the female mutations, which basically led to a lot of the work kind of not being important in the long run. Just because, like I say, it sort of voids your mutations for some reason after a certain point, if there's like 24 and 24 or whatever on both sides. But if you do it right, you can basically have like 10,000 mutations on one side and 0 on the other, and all of those mutations will still actually be doing something for you, as far as I understand it anyway. So we're going to try to stack those properly this time, even if it's only like for a few of the mutations, just because they're the dimorphs and they're not going to need like a ton of stuff because they're already kind of beefy even in the wild. But either way, they're going to come with me for caves, so a few of them should be helpful regardless, and just having a few mutations on their health and their melee, though they already have some pretty nice stats there. So, and not that they really need extra weight, but I figured I would keep the extra weight around anyways. And then I lowered the stamina because there's not really a point in having a ton of stamina on them unless they're a rideable creature. So then these guys are not going to be ridden. And their stamina doesn't deplete unless you're riding them, like for other creatures. So they didn't need a ton of stam, don't need their food, don't need their oxygen, don't need their speed, because none of those actually do anything. Any points put into speed are just zeroed out, like you're only at 100 speed, unless you have your speed stats turned on in your settings or something. Like you can level up speed that way, but otherwise not really, or at least for flyers. So anyway, yeah. It's been a little bit of a like sort of successful, sort of not, but this is sort of like the start of the dimorph breeding. And we've got the two that we kind of need. in order to get a more easily bred level 148. So hopefully we'll get some of those soon, and like, yeah, I'll bring you back next time doing some extra dimorph breeding, but that'll be a little bit. And hopefully we'll get some good stuff happening there. So yeah, I will see you then.